everyone, Erin here, your hostess with the mostest, and welcome back to Becoming Me. So I meant to do this video a bit earlier, and I'm gonna try and be more organized. So let me shift to the side, I guess, and I'll hopefully have a list here. This is what's on the trans agenda for today. And that's kind of an inside joke, don't worry about it. But I think hopefully that'll help people with kind of following along my crazy chain of thought. And I'm even gonna cut the video when I jump from topic to topic, so it's easier to kind of timestamp it and stuff. But so there's a lot of reasons why I'm doing that. But first of all, getting organized. So after doing my makeup, or at least trying to and learning about it and stuff like that, I realized these things that I want to get done this year, like learning how to dance and really learning my makeup and stuff, they're not really things that I'm going to be able to do unless I make time to do them specifically. I'm not going to think about doing it just the 30 minutes before I have to go to work or something. So I was going to try and do on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, I would spend an hour specifically on just that one task so that I can improve on it. Because a lot of people talk about when applying makeup, apply it, then try again, and really kind of, I guess, get the muscle memory out there. So I wanted to do that. But this week was kind of crazy for my work, and I didn't get home until very, very late on those days. Thursday, probably around 2 in the morning, and Friday I didn't get home till 5 in the morning. It was pretty bad. So I wasn't able to do that quite this well, but it's all about having little things, being more organized with just tinier things, because then the bigger things will be easier. And that's kind of what I'm aiming to do, I think. But, so going on to the next topic, I want to look at how exactly I'm feeling this week as far as HRT and stuff like that goes. And I've noticed that I've been a lot more itchy. And it's weird that I know that when your skin it gets drier and less oily, it'll be more itchy. But also it gets dry in the wintertime. So I don't know if it's just that, because it feels like it's more than usual, but I don't know. And I'm not measuring myself except every month, like I said before. But I am weighing myself, and I weighed myself before I started doing this, and I had apparently gained 6 pounds over the past week. So I think my anti-diet is working. Yeah. Maybe I should even slow down a bit. I don't know. As for my mood, it continues to improve, and I was very, very upset about my voice. But then I was kind of okay about it. And now I really just have to push through and be okay. Because sometimes my voice might sound very, very extremely cisgendered. But most of the time, it's not gonna quite sound that way. And that makes sense. And I really have to be okay and use my voice to express myself rather than trying to push it to the absolute edge where it cracks all the time and I can't even use it. Speaking of that, I'll get into it. Okay, so last week I talked about like the different facial features that are actually more feminine than masculine, and I should be really grateful for that. And I am. But I forgot to touch on one of the major things that I discovered about doing my makeup. When I was doing my makeup, or wanting to do it, or what I was seeking from doing it, was not actually a more feminine look. It was a younger look. Like, I think that I do actually look kind of feminine, but I don't really look very young. And that makes sense because I'm not. But it's still kind of upsetting because I feel really young. But, whew. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I did cover that, since I think it's kind of important. And, yeah. This next thing kind of goes along with, like, being more organized and kind of having a goal and not just rambling for my videos, which I tend to do. That is, what is appealing about my content? What should I really be focusing on? And how can I, like, present content that people actually want to see? Like, I'm just kind of doing whatever I feel like right now. And I really want to get into the other cooler things that are still Let's Plays to an extent, but have more going on than just a game I haven't played before. But it's really hard with my schedule. But yeah, I want to ask you guys, like, what do you want to see from my content? What do you like about my content? I want to make sure that I'm improving and learning and not just like taking people that actually watch my stuff for granted. Like, I want to give them more of whatever it is that they actually like about me. And then that will be like more enjoyable for them, I think. And this next topic is something that I stumbled upon that is like one of those rabbit hole-y type deals that was really scary. That, yeah, so there's something going on of like sock puppet turf accounts on Twitter that are popping up. And what they're essentially are is like TERFs that are making fake trans accounts and then like liking really awful things and following like legitimate trans people and like trying to say, yeah, I'm one of you, also I'm a pedophile because we're all pedophiles and shit like that. And it's really gross and awful that people are so focused on hating a group of people that just want to live their lives, that they would go through the trouble of making fake accounts, fake histories, and just fabricating so much to try and get at those ends of, I guess, painting us in a bad light. And I guess I really shouldn't be surprised at that because I already know, and I don't know if I said this on my channel, is that the whole scare of the bathroom that's been the giant debate was never actually true. it was started by an evangelical church group as a means to shift focus from like one thing to like put a lot of like scrutiny and pressure and hatred on transgender people and trans rights. And it worked because TERFs and other people ate that up. And it's like their main argument, which is just ridiculous. Oh, and this is just going back to my other video that I mentioned. Oh, no, I didn't mention it. But my other video that hopefully I'll be releasing soon, talking about this amazing weekend that just passed. And the New York Congresswoman Alexandria Cortez tweeted specifically in opposition of a very famous TERF who is, well, let me explain again. TERF is a transgender exclusionary radical feminist. And this person, who's very famous for that, is a man. That's a little strange. Also, they're very misogynistic, so it's ridiculous. It's awful. But, anyway, she tweeted, like, you know, she has such a way with words. I'm stumbling over it. And I won't be able to link it or anything like that. But, they were saying something like, really just make sure that you wash your hands, and that's kind of all you really need to worry about. I'm more concerned about people, like, wanting to police bathrooms than transgender people just using the bathroom. And that sort of thing. But yeah, it's really crazy and toxic and messed up how deep the rabbit hole goes on the bigotry and hatred against trans people. And I had only really like started learning about a lot of that more recently. Well, since I started transitioning, really. And I'll definitely make a video specifically about some of those things here in the near future. As some of you may know, I made one of my New Year's resolutions to sing every day. And that's been going great for the most part. But I think I need to stick to just a couple minutes and not actually sing much longer than that. Because it seems like when I do sing for longer periods of time, I really strain my voice, and then I can't even really talk normal anymore. So I gotta be really careful. And it sucks because I really like singing, but I also like just being able to use my voice properly. Even though a lot of times it really doesn't sound like it's coming out very well. And because I feel like my voice is so important to me, I want to make sure that I don't damage it. So that means not quite singing as much. And also kind of avoiding songs that really belt out and go big on things. I think more like mellow, kind of calmer music is definitely more something that would work with the way that my voice works. The last thing that I'm going to talk about in this vlog today is like the domino effect of my self-destruction or depreciation. And it's really rough, and I don't really know how to like combat against it. So this week I was struggling with my voice, and when it started to kind of recover, I wanted to be able to help my my friend who wanted to do a collab video. And they might be watching this. They're TJ the Gamer. You should go check out their channel, and I'll leave a link in the description. And but we were doing a collab video together, and I was having to record myself. And I normally don't use like a script or anything, so I just talk like this. And because it was kind of more scripted, I had to like see myself and try and like do it a little bit better sometimes. And each time I saw myself, and now too that I'm like recording this in slices, it's a very disturbing and upsetting, and it cascades down. Like, as soon as I'm really upset about my appearance, I think like, oh, my body's never gonna work out like this. What am I, what am I doing? And why would anyone accept me? And like, just so many terrible internalized transphobia and bad thoughts. And at the end of the day, I know that people do accept me and do support me, and it's really amazing. And I love everybody that I know, and it means a lot to me to like give me that encouragement. And I definitely want to not be hating myself or really upset at how I look all the time. But it's really hard. I've only been on HRT for a little while, and my face does look, I guess, a little more feminine. Maybe just because of shaving and my hair being longer. Maybe other things too, but I don't know. The thing is it's an everyday battle to fight against my own like self-loathing and stuff. And maybe some days I won't quite win that battle, but I have to always fight, and that's what's really important. Whenever something is getting you down, like a lot of people look at things like depression and this and that you'll have like a miracle cure, and once it's gone, it's never going to bother you again. And the things that brought it about are never going to be a problem again. But that's just not how those things work. Sorry. So, what's important is that you recognize that you're feeling that way, and you actively, every day, try to fight against it in whatever way you know that you can, and that can work for you. And if you aren't able to do that yourself, then seek help from other people that might be able to support you too. Because, I'll tell you what, and shit, I'm gonna add something on to the end. I don't have it in my list, but it's gonna be probably in the graphic. But yeah, like, whew. No, I'm not gonna add it. I'm just gonna say it here too. So I did get my interview with Trans Stories in the UK, and I got to tell a little bit of my story, and it's gonna be publicized in some capacity in hopefully the near future, along with many other stories from people. And that's gonna be incredible, and I'm so happy that I was able to be a part of that. But the reason I said that is because this sort of like came up during that, in that people, I can't imagine people transitioning alone. I could not transition alone. Like, I started doing that, but I was still provided information about like what transitioning is online, and finding this community, and having the support of my wife and my friends and my family. Like, no one should be alone when they're transitioning. It is a very new, scary, dangerous, whatever kind of thing you want to throw in there, thing that really throws you for a loop. And if you don't quite have your feet planted, or you're ready to like move with the flow of things and adapt and discover who you really are, it's gonna be a really painful climb, battle, whatever you want to call it. So definitely support your friends, especially if they're trans. And my throat is so sore right now. I am going to go to sleep after this. But if you stayed to the very end, thank you. You're a real sweetheart. And take care, everybody.